Now, before we push on ahead into the mines, I'm thinking we want to see what Mane has to say. I think it's gonna be about the Ondra infiltrator on the ambassadors.
I guess we should be flattered that someone sent those things after us. But I would have preferred a card.
Or it's about the eyeless. She wipes a slick of gore from her neck, sniffs at her blood-streaked hand, and shrugs.
I'd heard rumors of the eyeless, but I always thought that name was a metaphor. Though I would have called them Mace Hands of Doom, if anyone had asked me.
I'm still a little bit confused about those things. Because Ondra is like the goddess of like oceans and whatever it is. And those look like Abaddon's creations, if anything. So we'll probably get some more lore on that going forward. Let's go with a clever answer.
Ah, you wound me.
She places her hand over her heart.
So this is the mysterious army you've been dreaming about, huh? It's a wonder you're getting any sleep.
Well, that's why we're going to the Abbey, to stop them.
I'm regretting all of my decision-making up to this point. Still, I guess a suicidal plan is better than none.
Should we go rational or benevolent? Let's go with benevolent. Don't worry, we'll find the salt well too.
I know, it's just... Well, knowing that I'm finally close to getting rid of this memory, it feels like it's crowding my head that much more.
She paces and locks her fingers into her hair.
It's been with me for decades. Driven me halfway across the known world.
This would be easier if you just told me what you remember. From her past life, if you can't recall, she's been awakened and has flashes from a previous life. She stops pacing and sighs.
You're right.
Take your time.
It was a war. Centuries ago, before Adiran unification. I was a soldier then. Led a campaign across the northern forests to subdue some of the outlying Kulklan villages. Brutal work.
I mean, I could ask what war, but I'm thinking the answer is just gonna be all wars are the same, doesn't matter, really? Go on.
Lost a third of my forces to the forest, and another third to the elven scouts hiding in it. By the time we reached the first village, we'd crushed their defenses, and they'd bled us. Wasn't much more than children and the elderly left, but they spit on us when we marched into town. The village elders surrendered, and offered us lodging in the old meeting hall. And when the sun set, they tried to burn it down around us.
Crafty.
They barely got a flame going, but that wasn't the point.
Oh, they had to make an example of them. They did. I mean, I'm not saying it's right, but I get that what they did. That's where this is coming from, because she acted a lot colder when she was talking about this, and she does want to forget all these memories.
In their defiance, I saw months more of pointless, bloody battle as we fought for the rest of the region. I had to break them. And I had to send a message to the rest of the villages.
Her hands shake as she raises them to cover her face.
So I nailed every last one of them to the trees around the town and left them there to die.
Jesus! But that wasn't you, Maneha.
So I've tried to tell myself. Anyway, we should get going.
She shoulders a pack, and you catch a glimpse of something unusual in it. A thick roll of cloth bound by leather. What is that?
Something I've been saving for better days.
Okay. I guess we'll find out more about that when we get to the salt thingy, pool, whatever. Let's keep going. Now, oh, there are the spiders we heard about in the last episode. Let's just go in.
Dead on.
Spideys shouldn't be that much of a problem for me. Nope, they were not. I mean, crystal eaters, we found them ages ago in the base game. So that shouldn't be a problem.
Arthur. Worth it. Raw.
Now, where are these gases they were talking about? Where are you going? I mean, I like that you think for yourself sometimes, but you shouldn't engage enemies that aren't even visible. That makes things a lot harder. Ooh, a moon spider. Is that new? I think that's new. Can't recall having faced those before. I feel like there should be loot in here. Maybe there is.
Be cautious.
Haha!
Constant.
Nice. Nothing great though, but I did like that I figured out that there was going to be loot there. Shh. It's not that big of a place, this. What is that noise? Sounds like there's fighting going on. Definitely fighting going on. What the hell is this? I mean, these guys are probably who killed the miners. Silen. Haven't I heard that name before? From one of the interrogations? I wish I didn't have to deactivate these tabs every time I load a new game. Or reload the game. Let's see. Whispers in the dark. Silen. I'm pretty sure I've heard that name before. But let's just get into it. I'm sure we'll get more info. Hey there! Hang on just a moment. Oh yeah, she turns towards the nearby construct. Oh, she's the mining, the construct manager, I guess. She takes care of them. So these are not necessarily bad guys. Stand down. The constructs stop instantly, limbs going limp at their sides. There we are. Now, what can I do for you? You control these constructs? That's right. Pretty solid workers, seeing as they don't eat, sleep, or go crazy and kill their workmates. Not as often as your usual miner, anyway. I'm looking into the disappearance of the miners for Ismay. Can you answer some questions for me? Suppose so. Not sure how much help I'm going to be. Tarek's the one that found Gamel. Do you think Gamel's responsible? Sure looks that way, seeing as he's got bits of Samef in his teeth. Have you noticed any strange behavior in the other miners? Mining's rough work at the best of times. It's why I like using the constructs. I think these tunnels just start to get to people over time. Never thought Gamel would snap like that. But sometimes, yeah, folks start acting a little strange. Like when, who was it? Huh. You know, my memory's been acting up lately. I'm starting to think Tarek might be onto something with that gas fear of his. Interesting! More slipped memories. Or manipulated memories. Swing on by if you need any more. Silen's gaze seems to slide off you. With a sudden convulsive ripple, her posture changes. She hunches forward, and her arms dangle loosely at her sides. Brothers! Sisters! Terranat is here! Her head turns towards you, but her gaze is empty. Follow her gaze. You take a moment to look behind yourself. You don't see anything of note, and your companions look similarly baffled. When you turn back, the woman has drawn significantly closer. We've been looking for you. We know what you've done. Her legs trudge forward in slow, ponderous steps, as if she might collapse on her own weight at any moment. I mean, sure, step forward. You take a few cautious steps forward, putting you within arm's reach. Take him away. Lock him up until we get what we want. The constructs behind her turn as one, their clawed fingers at the ready. I mean, if I choose attack here, I'm gonna kill her. And I think she's either awakened or gone crazy here. so I'm gonna knock her out if I can. Your fist strikes Scylla squarely in the head, and her frame goes limp. She slumps bonelessly to the floor. The construct charged towards you. Right, we got her out of the way. Now let's take care of these guys. They're vessels, and Maneha is spazzing the heck out. Maneha, you can go for that one. Those are kinda easy. Vessel flesh. Alright, Scylla, can I talk to you now? Let's do a quick save, just in case. Oh, Scylla appears to be out cold, so do I just go report in? Or do I continue on? Can I go in here? I think so. This dark burrow extends deep into the wall of the mines. Unlike the miners' tunnels, the walls here have an almost slick texture, interspaced with damp-pressed earth. A few paces past the entrance, the tunnel widens considerably. You find yourself at a crossroads, where two tunnels split off in three directions. Two tunnels lead to the left and right, while the third stretches on ahead of you. You can feel a breeze, faint but steady, coming from the tunnel to your right. Huh. I feel like following the breeze might take us out, and that's not what I want. But we'll check it out. It's the only thing we got to go for. I mean, but these two can lead to a loot, though. Let's go left. Walking on, you come to a fork in the road. The tunnel splits here, curving away from left and right. You hear faint rustling down the tunnel to your left, and the repetitive tap-tap-tap of bristly legs striking the cavern floor. Go to the left. As you head down the tunnel, you come upon a spiderling clinging to the cavern wall. It hisses fearsomely at you, brandishing its fangs. Startled, you straighten up and crack your head on the ceiling of the tunnel. The spiderling turns and flees into the darkness. You trudge gamely down the path, only to find that the cavern eventually comes to a dead stop. The only way forward is behind you. Alright. So take the right path from here. Two tunnels again. A faint breeze flowing from the tunnel ahead. Go forward then. Another fork. Tunnel to your right. Go right. You plunge forward into darkness. Reaching out, you can feel the walls continuing to the left or right, but you cannot see what lies just ahead. You hear faint rustling from just down the tunnel to your right, and the repetitive tap-tap-tap of bristly legs. Tunnel ahead. Light a torch. You hold the torch aloft, and the tunnel takes shape ahead of you. Paths lead off to the left or right and straight ahead. Go forward. Walking on, you come to a fork. A damp but not entirely unpleasant breeze flows towards you from the tunnel to your left. Go left. You trudge briskly past a long empty stretch of tunnel. Walking on, you come to a fork in the road. The tunnel splits here, curving away to the left and right. Go right, where the breeze is. You see light up ahead as the tunnel comes to an end. Stepping clear of the tunnel, you find yourself in a new cavern system, a thick layer of spider webs under your feet. We did it! Although I did get a go to the wrong direction on the first go. But I think we could, we just retraced our path. What is this? Oh, dominated miners. Should have known there were mind control things going on here. Maybe there are like whiff rack or something? Something that can do things with the mind. Also, an exotic wares merchant had arrived at the keep. I should go take a look at that after this. Someone must have the crystal! Where is it? It is a Vifrak. I was right. If I can take care of you guys... not you guys, but you... Will the domination break? I'll try it. Everyone focus on the Vifrak. Will that break? Nope, it will not. Sucks to be you then. What is this crystal they are on about? There must be... How big is this place? It's a decent size.
Step lightly.
Yeah, step lightly. Radiant Sporling. Go on in. I think these are also new enemies, by the way. I'm liking that. Oh, you can get your AI back. I'm not a big fan of micromanaging in these games, as you might have realized by now, if you watched this series and Baldur's Gate. I kind of like to just do a minimal amount of buffing and all that, and let them handle it. Let the AI handle it.
Eyes open.
What is this? Also, what is this? Do I even want to go in here? That was kind of a cool effect. Just a Vifrak. Oh, and some dominated miners. Focus on the Vifrak. You guys focus on that, and you guys take care of the meat wall.
Let's get a good shot at this. Got him!
A spectral pike. Minerals from the stalactite overhead have condensed on the small web. Clean water falls from the web and coalesces below.
Course.
Oh, and if I find something good, you can have half.
Shut up, Sagani. I will have it all. Mind grub? Plus 4 perception and intellect. Sickened, though. It's basically like a... some sort of... well, it's a grub. It's a worm. Ow! God damn it. Get out of the thing! I wonder if there's anything else. Ah, there is. This really reminds me of the Mind Flayer dungeon in Baldur's Gate 2. Strange mushrooms. Hopefully it's not that forgiving. That's one of the hardest places in the game, in my opinion. It's very frustrating to have, like, every Mind Flayer have a chance to, like, instantly kill your party. Especially if it's your main character.
Worth it.
That's one of my least favorite things about those games, is that if your main... if anyone else in your party dies, that's no problem. But if your main character dies, it's game over. Instantly. It's kind of a annoying thing. Come on, get out of there. Come on, get out of the combat. Thank you. Oh yeah, I forgot to, we were gonna get the devil in here somehow. Again. Ooh, is there like a super big brood mother kind of a spider here? Den mother?
This thing isn't doing...
Oh, don't paralyze Pallegina. Rude. Pallegina also got poison there. Also, Manihal leveled up. Yay. Manihal, look at her. She's kind of a beast. I like it. I like it a lot. You're gonna go with... I mean, should I get mechanics? How many can I get? 3 this level. Now, let's go with 1 is stealth, 1 is survival. Done. Barbarian abilities. Frenzy. 4 might, 4 constitution, but less. It's basically a offensive buff. That's pretty good though. Or we can do passives. This only applies when she's at 50% or lower. On attacks that normally target deflection, the barbarian will instead target fortitude. AoE sickened. That's pretty neat. Passive attack speed whenever she has personally downed at least 2 enemies. If it was every 1 enemy, I might get that. But 2... and it's personally, so not even if the party kills him. When the barbarian is reduced to 0 endurance, they perform an instant carnage full attacks at everyone in range, an AoE. Eye of the Storm cannot be engaged by enemies more than 1 level below self. That seems super powerful. Engaged, though. That's not the same as being attacked. It does not prevent the barbarian from being attacked. Dragon Leap. That sounds super cool just because of the name. Break engagement and immune to engagement, and does damage for AoE. I think we're gonna go with that. Or an echoing shout. Crush damage, bouncing, and daze. That seems pretty great as well. I think we're gonna go with the Dragon Leap. Done. Oh, we got more crystal spideys. Are you also gonna be trapped, you son of a bitch? No. We keep finding these grubs. I feel like there might be a use for them. Maybe the boss or something, if there's gonna be a boss, has an attack that targets intelligence. I guess we're about to find out. Let us in! We need more! Oh shit! Well, you're about to need more life because you're about to die. And everything is on cooldown, son of a bee. Use the teeny tiny spideys. Or insects on the spideys. Venom Bloom! Right in there.
It is no.
And then Spear Shifts. Who just knocked out? Edir knocked out Itumak. Oh, Edir got... crap. No, Itumak got dominated. And Edir took him out. That's fine. That also gives Sagani her buff. That we got on the last episode. When her partner gets knocked out, she gets a damage buff. Very handy, that. So this place has been sealed off. Even from their comrades.
Of course.
How do we get in, though? You can see no obvious way past it. Interesting.
Laying low.
Unless we can just go around it. Oh ho. Itumak, what are you doing back there? Come on, buddy. Get with the program here.
Hey.
Let's see what awaits us. Is there gonna be like a friendly faction or something? Holding chambers? Oh snap, no friendly factions here. Actually, what was that? Why did you lock the crystal away? Can I rest here? Enemies are not in sight. Let's see, Wilder. We want Vessel, right? Or Spirit? Let's go check on them. Which are you? Wilder. That's fine. Wilder, Wilder, Wilder. Why can you not get Wilder too? Why do you only get Wilder? Interesting. Oh, I think this might be depending on, like, stats or something? Or skills, rather. Alright, rest. And then... attack. Now we have our precious insects. Take that. And then go in here. And take... ooh, let's see what these do. Avenging Storm. Any target they strike in melee. No, that's not great. The druid coalesces tiny spirits, nature spirits, into great stagnant flame. Tornado. Let's try that. That didn't do much. I think it did a lot of damage, but it didn't do much in... Oh. Let's try to fix that. See, there he goes again. Trying to find something else. Stop that. A dominated thief. Sagani, what are you doing back here? You silly goose. Spectral Warbow. Alright. I think there might be a way in here.
Release me.
What? Release who? Is there someone... oh, hello.
Of course.
Interesting. Terranat. The one they've been talking about. Aha. Interesting. So we're gonna talk to him and try to figure out what's going on with the miners and clear this place out before heading to the Temple of Ondra. However, that's gonna be a tale for another day. Hit that thumbs up, leave a comment below, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I will see you guys next time.